Welcome students for today's session. The other day I have explained to you the Unit 1 A reading and B reading. The A reading the town mouse and the country mouse, and B reading the town child and the country child. And today I am going to speak on the lesson the new blue dress. The new blue dress is a lesson in extensive reading for class 7. This is not very important as a part of an examination, but it is only for a reading. That's why I am going to explain this lesson to you in the form of a story. And this is a story of a little girl from Gates Avenue in Cleveland in America. What actually happened in that area, and that has been given to us in the form of a story. In the year it happened, 1909, it happened that in the Gates Avenue, it is a street in the city called Cleveland. This Gates Avenue is a very dirty street. It is a street name, and the people those are living there also very dirty people, and every day going for cooling, and they don't keep themselves very neat and tidy, and the area where they are living also is very dirty. So here the area Gates Avenue is very dirty area, and people also are not very neat. And here also is written here the short street. The Gates Avenue is a short street and it is so ugly. It is not been painted for many years. There is no running water in that street. There is no pavement, and always, since it is a street, though it is small, but because of this untidy and uncleanliness here, it is looking so vast, so big, and also very noisy. So dirt. So in this area, there is a girl living with a family. And there are many families, but a little girl is a protagonist for our lesson here. This girl is very beautiful, though she is very beautiful, the dress she was wearing is very dirty. And under the dirt, maybe on the face, and also the dress she was wearing, looking ugly. But when you look at that girl's face, she was a shining face. The face was glowing, very beautiful, very pretty, the lesson says. So, this girl goes to a school in Gates Avenue, but the children, those are coming to this school from other areas, were wearing very good dresses and looking very beautiful and handsome, but only the girl from Gates Avenue is attractive there. Why attractive? Maybe attention is being, focus is being put there. Why? Because everybody is looking neat and tidy, but this girl is looking little dirty. Why? Because the dress what she was wearing and under the dress how she was looking is different from others. So the teacher was there observing every day because she is different from others. And one day the teacher called that girl and said, "Why don't you wash your face tomorrow and come to the school?" And then the girl goes to the house, and then the next day when she comes, she washed her face and came to school. And when she came to the school, teacher observed, when she washed her face, she was looking very pretty. And then the next day, the second day, the teacher said, "Well, today you washed your face and came and you look very beautiful. Tomorrow, why don't you ask your mother to wash your dress and come?" And when the girl goes to the house and tells mother to wash, but anyway, the next day also, the girls come to the school with the same dirty dress. And the teacher felt very unhappy, and then she thought that the girl must have had only one dress what she is wearing that winter. And another thought that comes to the teacher is maybe the mother is not interested in her. These are the thoughts that the teacher might have teacher got in her mind. And then the next day, what the teacher did is she got a new dress for this girl, and the teacher called her and gave a blue dress to the child. It is a new dress. And as soon as the girl got the blue dress, and she was very eager to go home and to show this dress to her parents. And immediately she got the new dress and took the dress, or rather say, the gift she got from the teacher, took that gift and went away to the house. And the next day when she came to the school, the teacher saw, surprising, the girl was looking very beautiful under the new blue dress. And the girl started to say to the teacher what actually happened at the house. When the girl took bath and wore the new dress, the mother was getting surprised, and she saw that she got surprised that she had such a beautiful, pretty girl child to her. And the father was not there. Father was not there when she wore that new dress. Father went for work, and she was very sure that father comes in the evening at the supper, he will surely see how she is looking. And when the school got over and when the girl went back to her house, the father saw. And he was getting surprised to see, and he was not able to believe that he had such a beautiful daughter. And he got surprised and started to look strangely at his daughter. So that evening, he could see some changes in the house. The girl wore new dress, and also the wife of this man kept the house neat. In the kitchen cloth was very neat. So she washed the kitchen cloth and the table she arranged neatly and said to the husband, "Look here, my dear husband, we are going to be neat from now onwards." Why? Because we have such a beautiful daughter, and she is such a clean and beautiful, and we should not be dirty here, and we should not keep our house dirt and untidy. So from today onwards, we are going to keep our house neat, and we are going to maintain cleanliness in the house, and also we are going to keep ourselves clean and tidy. And this is what she said to her husband. And when she was working in the kitchen and how she is keeping the house clean, he observed for some time, and the next day morning he went out and started to repair the fence. And with the help of these people, the members of the family, he repaired the fence, and he kept the fencing very neat. Even outside of the house also very neat now. And after having done this, the neighbor saw what this particular person and the family was doing. The neighbor got inspired, and he started to paint for the house which has not been painted for many years. And thus the people around got inspired and started to repair their houses and keep their houses neat. And one day a church minister happened to pass that way, and he knew that this area was not neat and tidy, but he could see now people started to live in cleanliness. Then he observed that there was no pavement, there were no street lights, and there was no running water for these people in the Gates Avenue. Then immediately he thought, yeah, these people are hardworking people, now they deserve all these things. And immediately he consulted some of the important persons in the city and said, why don't you help these people? And with the help of this church minister, immediately these people started working in that area, and within no time, these people got pavement on the roadside where they can walk on the pavement footpath. Okay, and then the street started to get street lights, and every house started to get running water. So because of the help of the church minister, all the basic needs were provided to these people. And within few days and few weeks, what happened? There are many people came forward and started to campaign for cleanliness. Why? Because cleanliness is very, very important. If you are not neat and tidy, if your area or the surroundings where you are living, if you don't keep your surroundings and your house neat, what will happen? You are prone to get so many sicknesses, so many diseases which will not even have a medicine in the future. These days people are getting many sicknesses. Even take our own towns where you are living, there are some slum areas where people are not neat and the areas are not tidy, and the cleanliness is not followed. The people are getting too many diseases, and they're therefore admitted to the hospitals, suffering from different kinds of sicknesses. If you keep yourself neat and tidy, if your area, your house and your surroundings neat and tidy, and there will not be any sicknesses around you. Why? Because if you don't keep your house neat and tidy, mosquitoes will come, water will stay there, dirty water, and these days malaria, typhoid, and chikungunya. There are different kinds of sicknesses that will even take your life if you are not treated on proper time. So life is at risk if you are not neat and tidy. So if listen to the words of the elders, if you listen to the words of the teachers, even sometimes you look at this lesson, a teacher word has changed the life of a girl and entirely as a whole, the life of the whole area, the Gates Avenue is completely changed. So that's why listen to the teachers, listen to the values that are being given by the teachers, even the elders. Sometimes elders give you some values. They give you words, listen to those words and follow it. Keep it in your life. So afterwards what happened? The neighbors got inspired. Everybody was, started campaigning for cleanliness. So everybody started to work on cleanliness. And after this has been happened, since to 1913, there has been more than 7,000 towns and cities, working on the cleanliness. This many thousands, more than 7,000 cities and towns worked on cleanliness, and people started to live tidy and clean in their areas, in their lives. So therefore, what we have learned in this unit is, in the first A reading, you learn what is a town, what is a country. And then you also learn in the B reading the lifestyle of a country and the lifestyle of a city. And in the C reading, the extensive reading, the new group dress, we learn how to be clean and tidy on the topic called cleanliness. If you are clean and tidy, you can be an exemplar to others. They can look at you and learn how to be clean and neat. So, my dear children, when you come to school, you have to come with a neat uniform. Every day you have to wash it. Every day you have to keep it neat and iron, and then wear and come. And when you come neat and tidy, you have to wash yourself. You have to keep yourself clean and come to school. And when you follow cleanliness, some children, those who are neat in the school, even they can take an example from you, and next day onwards they can come like you. And you can be an example to your neighbors. When you go to your home, they can look at you and learn from you so many things. And then, if your parents are illiterate, if they have not studied, you can teach them some things, and they also can start living